Hi, guys. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully, everyone's doing well, staying safe, and enjoying the nice weather. I have the pleasure of being here with Alijah, and he is the owner of King's Table. Thank you for
Correct.
joining me here.
Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure. I've seen a lot of your work, and everything looks great. Can you tell me what you do?
Thank you. I appreciate that. So what I do is I run King's Table. Right now, we are currently offering meal prep services, small caterings, and pop-up shops in the near future.
That's amazing. Why did you get into this industry? Because, like, seeing what you do in your dishes and what you make, it's clear there's a passion for it. You love it. Why did you get into this?
So it's actually a funny story. So ever since I was young, I always liked cooking. I always wanted to help out. My grandmother would be cooking plantain in the morning, and when I was young, I would take a little piece and put it actually in the pot. Lucky enough, burned my face because I just threw it. Didn't know what hot oil was. So it was always just a thing, you know what I mean? And I was also I was alone a lot of the times as a kid. You know, my parents both worked, so I was left alone at a young age. So I always had to cook and figure something out. I started making macaroni, then, add a little bit of this and that. And I was like, oh, wow, this is really good. Started cooking for friends and family. But what's also interesting is that I played sports at a very high level at a young age. So cooking was actually a backup plan. I was going to university for football at a Scottish from University of Ottawa. And the summer of going to school, I actually played Team Ontario rugby, broke my left shoulder, so I was kind of like, I don't know anymore. I'm gonna go to school for a whole year, not essentially do a program I like just because it's sports. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go to culinary school. It's gonna be
Yeah.
much more fun, cheaper also than university. So after a week before school started, George Brown sent me an email saying that you've been accepted. Cancel
Oh,
semester.
nice.
Yes, yes. I went to George Brown, and ever since then, the rest has been history.
That's amazing. George Brown's a really good school for culinary.
Yeah, it's one of the best in Canada, 100%.
Absolutely. Congratulations with that.
Thank you.
So, taking it a step further, sure, you went to George Brown. Sure, it's something that's been deep rooted within you since you were a kid. Your dishes are looking a little different. Tell me about what you make.
Sure. So what I make, so if we're looking at the meal prep side, I offer, the regular protein, salmon, tilapia, cod, beef, pork, shrimp, everything. But the thing with meal prep is that healthy food can sometimes be boring. I never want my food to be boring. I never want to put chicken, potatoes, and vegetables. No, anyone can make that, and it's not unique. So because I worked in an African restaurant for a year, so I
Mm.
actually learned everything from them. So I learned a lot of different seasonings, a lot of different methods of cooking. So I definitely bring everything in together. I'd have to say my main goal, what I want to deliver every time, is that I never want someone to say, "Oh, I could have made this. Why did I pay for it?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want people to say that, because then the thing with cooking is that it's hard because it just takes one time and someone's gonna be like, "No, I'll pass on it." So I make everything unique. I just try to think outside of the box, be different.
Good. And it is different. Can we talk about your meal prep services? So, when people want to use your service, one, where do you deliver? How many meals per week? What is your structure like?
So I definitely work around everyone's schedule, mine and clients also. Meal preps, I offer 5, 10, 15 meals. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I deliver to anywhere in the GTA. If it is outside the GTA, I definitely do charge an extra $20 for delivery. But the farthest we go is all the way to Oakville. So definitely anyone can get a chance to do it. I'm not gonna say no. Niagara's a little too far, but Oakville's where we go. If you want to start the service, essentially, you just look at it on my Instagram. I have a highlight set up with all the menu options. I have proteins, vegetables, sides, prices, seasoning options also. You get to choose your own seasoning because some people don't like every seasoning, and I don't want to give someone a thing and they say, well, I don't really like this. So I definitely give the chance for you to be completely customizable. If you have any dietary restrictions, allergies, just send me a message and I work with you one-on-one with it.
Okay, so then What's your structure like in terms of delivery? Do you deliver once a week, twice a week, or is it case by case?
Basically, if you want the services, you will get delivered to. I won't say no, we're not delivering.
Amazing. Okay, so I have a question. With everything that we just discussed, you are still functioning during COVID. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm still functioning through COVID. Just want everyone to know that I am food safety certified chef. I take all precautions and necessaries available. You know what I mean? Through COVID, yes, we have a pandemic. Everything is sanitized 100%, and we are. The safety is my number one priority. I want to make sure everything is good, and especially for the people who do have supported me through COVID, it means the world to me. It definitely pushed me in the direction to, what, I want to start this, something I've always wanted to do. And I just have to say thank you again to everyone so far through COVID, because it just means the world to me, honestly.
Absolutely. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Can you take me out a little into the future? What do you think in the future where your business will go?
So definitely, I'm still want to keep the meal prep services. What I want to do actually is open up a gym, open up a private gym essentially where you can train, do everything there. We'll have a fully functional kitchen in the back. I want to put a team in there, and I'm just going to continue running the meal prep services through there. Essentially, I want to be a restaurateur, so I want to have the meal prep services running. Definitely on the more of the soulful, hearty side, the food that we love that's not good for us. I want to open a food truck 100% and also have that running side by side because people love food trucks. Like you
Yes.
see everywhere, shows, online. In Toronto, we have trucks, but I don't see much out there. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And also,
Absolutely.
it's a business that could run fully around the year because summer in Toronto is what, 2.5 months. That's all we really get. So
Yeah.
definitely when it's wintertime, I want to take it over to the States and just continue going at every food truck festival and growing from there and start it.
I love that. Well, congratulations. Those are really great ideas. And I wish you all the, like, you don't need luck, but like, I wish you good luck in your endeavors. Is there anything that we haven't touched on that you feel as though it might be advantageous for people to know? Or,
Like I say personally, the product speaks for itself. You
yeah.
know, I put good food out there, it catches people's eyes, and I back it up by when it tastes amazing. So that's all I have to say is that anyone who orders from me, whether it's a meal prep, a meal, anything, I'm going to give you my 100% because I want you to return and I want us to build a great relationship together of you trust me with food because it's a tough one.
Right? It's a sensitive area. Well, at least for me, like some people are like, I don't eat for pleasure. I just eat because you have to eat. And I'm like, no, I eat for like love of it. So
Yeah, you
I
have to eat
definitely
what you
get
love.
that. Yeah, for sure. So thank you so much for what you do. If anyone is looking for, you do so many different avenues. So if anyone's looking for a catering company, because I know you cater smaller events,
Yeah.
or a food prep company, just reach out to him. But as always like, comment, and share. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure.